This is the Roulette Master, and I'm really excited about today's video because a professional gambler by the name of Rick is going to share the roulette strategy that he uses to win in the casino, as well as a recovery strategy that he uses when he gets down, and a lot of other things that are really important to making money in the casino. So I can't wait for it. Let's go ahead and jump right into it and get started and place the bets. This first system is a positive progression system. Then I'm going to show you a negative progression system that he also uses, and the recovery strategies on both. Let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to be on black for $10 to start, and here we go. And let's see what we get here. Okay, we started with a loss, so that's a double zero, and that's okay. We're minus $10 now, and we'll be on black again for $10. Here we go. All right, that's an 8 black, and that is a win. Okay, so we won at 10. Now we're going to go to 30 on black. And we're increasing the bet after a win, which is a positive progression system. But the recovery is going to be different on both of these. So make sure you watch the entire video. We lost at 30 there, so we're going to go back to 10. But now we're going to switch to red. We're currently minus 30. And we're also going to have stop losses that activate the recovery systems on these. And there's a win on red for 10. Now we're going to have a $30 bet on red after we won. So here we go, and let's see what we get here. That's a 21 red. Okay, we won. So now we're going to actually go backward to 20. And we'll be on red as well. We're going to play follow the winner on this one. And that's a loss. So we're going to switch to black and go back to 10. Let's see what we're at. We're minus 10. And with this system, the recovery system starts when you get minus $80 or 8 units. So remember that, and let's keep going here. All right, that's a 1 red, and that is a loss. So we're going to switch to red and go to 10. Let's keep track of our losses. We're minus 20. Because again, $80 lost or 8 units lost triggers the recovery on this system. And there's a 2 black. That is a loss, so we'll switch to black for 10. We're minus 30 right now. And let's spin. Here we go. That's a 35 black. Okay, we won, so now we're going to go to 30 on black. And here we go. And the next system, like I said, is going to be a negative progression system, but it also will have a recovery phase as well. So make sure you watch the entire video so that you get all of this great information from this professional gambler that does this for a living. So here we go. Okay, that's a win on 32 red. So we're going to go to 30 now on red. We're playing follow the winner. Here we go. Let's see what we get. That's a 17 black. So we're going to switch to black now, and we'll be back at 10. We're going to go to 10 every time we lose. We're currently minus 70. So if we lose and go down minus 80, we're going to start the recovery phase. Okay, that's a 30 red, so we lost. So that triggers the recovery phase because we're down 8 units or $80. So now what we're going to do is take the unit size times 5, and we're still going to be on follow the winner, but now we're going to be at $50. Here we go, and it's going to be a different progression now. Here we go, and let's see what we get. Okay, that's a 1 red. Okay, so now we're going to go to 2 of those bets for $100. We're minus 30 right now, and here we go. Okay, that's a 19 red. Fantastic. Okay, so now we're going to see if we've recovered everything, and we have. If we have not, we would continue to go up a unit size on each one of those after wins. But we recovered what we had lost, so we start back over with the original bet. So we go back to 10 now, and we'll be on red for 10. And we're going to try to complete a cycle of 10, 30, 20, 60 back in the stage 1 part of this. And we're going to have a $10 bet on black. Now again, if you lose, and we're up 60, if you lose, then you always go back to 10. with this first system, but make sure you hang in here because there's another system that he uses daily as well, and I want to share that with you as well, and there's a lot more to this one. So now we're going to go to a $30 bet on black, follow the winner. Here we go, and we lost. So when you hit a green, stay on the same color as well, but you're going to go back to 10. So let's do that, and then we'll check our balance after this one. Another 0. Okay. So we're going to still be on black for 10, and we're up 30. Again, anytime you get down minus 80 or 8 units, it recovers. It starts the recovery on this first system. And okay, we're going to be on red now for 10. Check our balance. We're up 20, and let's spin. Here we go. That's a 33 black. That's a loss, so we're going to go black for 10 now. And here we go. And once I explain everything on this one, we'll get into the next system. And it's going to be totally different, but also we'll have a recovery system. And we're going to go to 30 now on black. We're currently up 20. And let's spin. All right, that's a 5 red. And we lost, so we will go back to 10 on red. We're minus 10 right now. Let's see what we get here. That's a 20 black. That is a loss. So we will go to black for 10 and spin. Here we go. That's a 34 red, and that is a loss also. So we will go back to red for 10. We're minus 30 right now. And you have to have patience with these systems, and I'm going to go over more of that as we get through this, and that is a win. So now we'll go to a $30 bet on red, because we're playing follow the winner. If we win this one, we'll go back to 20, but we did not. We're going to go back to black, and we'll have a $10 bet. Okay, we're minus 50. Remember, if we get down minus 80, we start the recovery phase again. Here we go. And that's a 10 black. That's a win. So we're going to go to 30. Okay, let's spin. Here we go. Okay, we got it. So that is a 33 black. Now we go back to 20. You can see we're minus 10 right now. Here we go. Okay, that is an 8 black. Okay, now we're going to go to 60 on black. So we went 10, 30, 26, and this is for 60 here. All right, and we lost. So that was a 30 red, so we go back to 10 like we do every time we lose, and we're minus 50. Remember, if we get down minus 80, it's going to trigger that recovery system. So here we go. That is a 25 red. That's a win. So we're going to go to 30. I'm going to go over that recovery system again as well. Plus, the other system that he uses is coming up, and the recovery for that. Okay, there's a loss. So we go back to black for 10, and we're minus 70. If we lose this one, we go back into the recovery phase. And that is a 31 black. That's a win. So we'll go to 30. And even though we're going in the wrong direction starting out here, that's actually a good thing so you can see how to recover, because sometimes it goes in the right direction and you win right away and cash out. So that's fantastic. And we won there, so we'll go back to 20. So we won at 10, we won at 30, and then now we're on a $20 bet. Okay, that's a 2 black. So now we're going to go for that $60 bet again. Again, we went 10, 30, 20, now 60. Okay, that's a loss. That's a 36 red. And we're going to keep having patience, and let's see where we're at now. We're minus 70. If we lose this one, we'll start that recovery phase again. And that's a 27 red. That's a win. We're going to go to 30 and spin. Here we go. I'm actually glad we started out with some rough numbers, so you can see the recovery phases here. And now we won at 30. We'll go back to 20 and spin. Here we go. And that's a loss. Okay. So we'll switch back to black. We're minus 50 right now. And we're going to have a $10 bet on black now. Let's see if we either get a streak going here and get some wins, or if we go into the recovery phase. All right, there's a win. So we'll go to 30 and spin. And I can't wait to show you the other system coming up here as well. But we need to get a little further on this one, and so I can show you a little bit more about this one and how to recover. Now we're going back to 20, and let's see if we can complete a cycle here. Okay, we got another chance at least. The last 3 times I think we've been on 60, we have lost. Let's see if that changes and we get a win this time. And we did not. We lost again, but that's okay. We have patience. And let's see where we're at. We're minus 50. Now we'll have 10 on red. And again, if we get down 8 units or $80, we're going to be in that recovery phase again. And there's a double zero. So we'll be on red again for 10. Minus 60. And we're getting closer to that recovery amount again. And let's see what we get here. That's a 32 red. That is a win. All right, so we'll be on 30 now. And let's spin. Again, this one's a positive progression system. The other one's going to be a negative progression system, which will increase after losses. This one increases after wins. Let's see where we're at now. And we're minus 80, so we just hit the recovery phase. Now we're going to be $50 on black, follow the winner still, but a different progression. So this is going to start out with 50, and if we lose, we're going to stay at 50, and we did lose. Okay, so let's put that up there again. We're having some rough numbers today, but that can happen sometimes when you're playing roulette. And there's a win. So now we're going to go from 50 to 100. Okay, and we're minus 80 still. Here we go. Let's see if we can get a win here. And there's a loss. That's a 0. So we go back to 50, and we'll still be on black. And this is what you need the bankroll for. I recommend to have a $1,000 bankroll for this system. And that's 11 black, and that is a win. So now we'll go from 50 to 100. We're minus 130 right now, but let's hang in there. Here we go. And that is a loss. So we'll go back to 10 again. But now we'll be on red. I'm sorry, not to 10. Now we'll go back to 50, and we'll be on red. Here we go. That's a 25 red. Okay, so we'll go to 100. And we're not doubling, just the first one is a double. We're going from 50 to 100, and then I'll show you what we do next. Okay, so now we go to 150. And we're at minus 80 right now. 150 on red. Here we go. And we got it. Fantastic. Okay, and just so you know, we're back up again, so we're going to restart. But the after 150, we would go to 200, and then 250, and then 300, whatever it takes to get back to where we're up again. You don't have to go any further, though, once you're back up a good amount, and then you would restart with the original system there again. And now we're going to, let's cover that one more time, and then I'm going to go into the next system. So obviously we were doing 10, 30, 20, 60. Once we're down 80, we start with the $50 bet. If you lose, you go back to 50. If you win, you go to 100, and then 150, 200, 250 after wins only until you're back up again. If you lose on any of those, you go back to 50. And then once you're in profit again, then you go back to the original 10, 30, 20, 60 system. And I'll try to have all this down in the description for you. So, all right, now let's get into the second system that he plays. And this is also a follow the winner system. So we're going to start with $10 on red and spin. Here we go. Okay, we got it. All right, so now we're going to stay at 10, and we're up 80 right now. And we'll still be on red for 10. And let's spin. Because this one's going to go to 10 when you win. It's the opposite of the first one, but a little different system. Here we go. Okay, now we're going to go to 30. and spin. And this isn't going to be a super long progression because if we lose after 4 spins, we're going to go into recovery. So now we're going to go to 70, but now we'll be on black there. Let's make sure we continue that with the follow the winner. And I think I missed one there. Sorry about that, guys. So I think I bet on the wrong color there, so make sure you don't do that. Okay, that's a 0, so that's going to cost us there. Okay, so now we're going to 150 on black. And if we lose this one, we don't continue to increase the bet. So I'll show you that here in a second. Okay, that's a 27 red. Okay, so we use this same recovery system. We're minus 180. Now we're going to go red for 50. And I'll show you that recovery system again there. So unlike normal martingale systems where you increase the bets after you lose, this one only goes 4 times. And we won that. So we go 50 to 100 now. And we're going to spin. And Rick says that you always do 5 times the amount on the recovery that you do on the original bet. And we lost that one, so we will go black for 50 now. And let's spin. Having a little bit of a rough go, but that's okay, guys. Let's see what we get here. That's a 26 black. Okay, so we'll go to 100 now. There we go, and spin. All right, we got it. Now we're going to go to 150. Okay, so we'll have 150 on black. And again, we're just trying to recover what we've lost. And then we can go back to the original system. There's a loss there, though. Okay, now we go to red for 50. And let's see if we can get on a roll here. Okay, we got that one. So now we'll go to 100. So the recovery is a positive progression on both of these. It's the original system that changed to a negative progression. And we'll stay on red. We'll go back to 50. Man, we're getting some rough numbers here, but that's okay. You see those a lot when you're playing roulette, so that's okay. That's a 1 red. Okay, so we won at 50. Now we'll go to 100, and we'll still be on red. All right. We got it. Fantastic. So now we go to 150. And let's spin. Here we go. That's a 33 black. That's a loss. So we will go to black now, back to 50, and spin again. So with this recovery, you always go back to 50 if you lose. We got the win. We're going to 100. So the only one that's a double is the first one from 50 to 100. And there's another 0. My goodness. Okay, this is also why you need a bankroll, because if you get numbers like this, it's going to be tough, but that's okay. Let's see how much we're down. We're down 330. And let's spin. And this is something you really need a lot of patience for. And that's a 25 red. That is a loss. So we'll go back to red for 50. We are currently minus 380, but that's because we've had lots of zeros and pretty poor luck so far. But we have patience. We can get through this. That's a win. So we go to 100 now on red and spin. There we go. All right, that's a win. Now we're going to go to 150 and spin. Here we go. Another 0. That's a double 0. My goodness. So we're going to go, we'll stay on red for 50. And we're minus 380. We still have plenty of bankroll, but we've had a lot of zeros. A lot of zeros. And that's a 31 black. So we're moving over to black now. Okay. And we're minus 430. And let's spin. Here we go. Okay, that's a 9 red. All right, we're going to red for 50 now. Minus 480. Still have $520 left in bankroll. And here we go. That's a 6 black. Okay, so we're switching to black for 50. Minus 530, and let's spin. Okay, that's a 26 black. So now we'll go to 100. And let's spin on black for 100, and let's see if we can get some consecutive wins. And we did not. We're back on red again. So let's go red for 50. Minus 580, and let's spin. Here we go. Got to have some patience with this one. And there's a win. So now we're going to go to 100. And spin. Here we go. We can come back from these really bad numbers. It will prove to be fantastic. So let's see what we can do. Now we're going to go to 150. Okay, we're minus 430 right now. Let's see if we can get on a run here. That's a win. Okay, so now we're going to go to 200. And I'm glad that you guys get to see this recovery system, even if it doesn't work completely like he said so far. But now it seems to be working. So let's go to 250 now. And if we win this one at 250, we're going to be back in business. And let's see what we get here. Ooh, that's a loss there, though. So now we go back to 50, and we go back to black. So let's see what we can do on black for 50. And we got it. So now we go to 100 on black. Here we go. Okay, that's a win. So now we're going to go to 150 and spin. Here we go. Ooh, another 0. I think that's at least 5 or 6 zeros we've had this session. So we'll stay on black for 50. We're minus 330. Still have plenty of bankroll, but man, we've had a lot of zeros. And that's a 9 red. Not what we want. So we'll go back to red for 50. We still have plenty of bankroll. Let's put 50 on red and spin. And here we go. He does say that this requires lots of patience when you get some bad numbers, and we're seeing that. So now we're going to go to 100 on red. Just so you know, though, this system can start out really well and make you a lot of money, and you can cash out without even getting here. And that's like at least our 6th or 7th zero since we started this. So we'll be on red for 50. We're minus 430. Doesn't mean we still can't turn things around, but it sure has been rough on us with the numbers so far. That's a 2 black, and that's another loss. So we're going to go back to black for 50, and we'll hope that things turn around here soon. Oh my goodness, I think that's eight greens since we started. We're minus 530. So if we can come back from this, we can come back from anything. And let's see what we get here. Oh, I think that's 9 greens now. My goodness. So we'll be on black for 50 again. We're minus 580. We have 620 left. 420 left in the bankroll. And here we go. That's a 16 red. So now we'll switch to red for 50, and let's keep our patience though here. That's a 6 black, and we lost again. So we'll be on black for 50 now. We're minus 680, and it's going to take something special now. Okay, we finally got a win after all that. So we're going to go to 100. Again, this is the recovery phase. Let's see if we can get a string of black numbers. Okay, there's a 15 black. And now we'll go to 150 and spin. Here we go. All right, he does say you need a lot of patience. Maybe, hopefully it's time. And we're minus 380. Patience and bankrolls. What Rick says you need. And there's a 17 black. Wow. 250 now. You're not going to believe this, but if we win this one, we're going to be positive. And that's a win. Wow. So we're up 70 now. Now we can go back to that original system, the second one that I just showed you. You need to see more of that. So we'll be on black for 10 now. We're out of the recovery phase. And let's spin. Now I'm going to go over more of what that original second system was. That's a 14 red. That's a loss. So we're going to go to 30 now and go to red. And again, this is a 4-part martingale, but not a complete martingale, and we lost again there on black. So now we're going to go black for 70 and spin. Here we go. And we got it. So we go back to 10 now, because the second system is a negative progression system. And we'll be on black for 10 now. We're up 100. And we started out so poor, we recovered, and that's pretty amazing. That's a 31 black. Okay, we're just going to stay on black for 10 now. And let's spin. We're up 110. That really was an amazing recovery, and he's right. Rick's right. We did need patience and bankroll. And we won again. All right, we're up 120. Let's spin. Okay, that's a 32 red. Okay, now we'll be red for 10. Here we go. All right, we got it. Okay, so we'll still be on red for 10. We're up 120. And that's a loss, so we'll go to 30 and switch to black. Here we go. So with this second system, we increase after losses, and we go 10, 30, and 70, and 150. And if you lose at 150, you don't continue on like a lot of other systems. And we'll be on black now for 10. Let's see where we're at. We're up $140. So it's basically like I think he called it a super martingale, but it doesn't continue. So I think that's our 10th 0 or double 0. So it's amazing that now we're going to 30 on black. It's amazing we're up as much as we are with 10 zeros or double zeros. I think I got that count right. You guys can let me know in the comments. Now we're going to go to red for 70. And again, if we lose at 70 and 150, we don't continue on. We go to the recovery phase. And that's a 2 black. So now we go to 150 on black and spin. Here we go. And we got it. Fantastic. So if we had lost there, we would have went back into that recovery phase. But since we won, we just stay on black for 10. We're up 180. And let's spin. Okay, that's a 30 red. All right, so we'll be on red for 30. And let's spin. Again, it's 1030, 70, 150. And that's a 5 red. That's a win. Just remember, if we hadn't had that horrible luck at the beginning, we could have been up 200 in the first few minutes and cashed out as well. And it's pretty amazing that as bad as we were doing, that it did recover. So that's definitely shows you something right there, Rick. So that's a 7 red. And we're going to stay on red for 10. There we go. That's a 29 black. So we'll go to black for 30 and spin. It makes sense that he doesn't just keep going with the martingale like everybody else seems to do and loses his bankroll. He does recovery phase. So we'll be on black now for 10 after that win. We're up 230. And again, this one is 10, 30, 70, 150 before the recovery. The original one was a positive progression system, first system, and let's go ahead and go to 30 on red. The first system, we increased bets after wins, 10, 30, 20, 60. Okay, so now we'll be on red for 10, up to 50, and let's spin. Okay, that's a win. Fantastic. Okay, so we're up 260. And let's spin. But remember too, Rick says that you always use 5 times the amount of money on the bet with the recovery as the original system. That's why we went from 10 to 50. He says that's important. So let's go black for 30 now, and let's spin. And that's a double zero. I think that's number 11. So now we're going to go to 70 on black. We're still playing follow the winner on both these systems. And that's a win. So we go back to 10 again. We're up 290. And here we go. Okay, that's a 7 red. Okay, so we're going to go to red for 30 and spin. Again, we're just going to go 10, 30, 70, 150. And there's a win. Things are turning our way now. And we're up $310. So we'll be on red for 10 and spin. That's a 30 red. Another win. Okay, so 10 again on red. We're up 320. And let's spin. Okay, that's a 15 black. So we're going to go from 10 to 30 and go to black. And spin here. And we got it. Fantastic. Okay, so let's go over everything. We're up $340. So Rick, the professional gambler Rick, said he has 2 systems. The first one is 10, 30, 20, 60. You increase the bets after you win. And then if you lose $80 or 8 units, you go to the $50 start. It goes 50, 100, 150, 200, 250 until you get in profit. You don't keep going. And then the second system is a negative progression system, which increases after losses, which goes from 10 to 30 and then to 70 to 150. But if you lose at 150, unlike normal martingale, you don't keep going. You go into the recovery phase. You start at 50, and when you win, you go 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, and so on until you get back up, and then you go back to the original system again. So I hope that makes sense. Let me know down in the comments. I hope you really enjoyed these systems from this professional gambler Rick. I was getting worried there for a little while. We started out so rough, and I think we had 11 greens. So that's pretty amazing that we came back from that many greens and recovered and still won $340. And man, that was fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed that as well, and hope you're enjoying the channel. And if you enjoyed today's video, give it a like, and please subscribe to the channel. I think you'll love the people in this community. They're fantastic, really smart people that you can ask them questions as well, and I'm sure they can learn from you also. So it's just a great community. So please subscribe if you think you would enjoy it. I think you will. And it's just awesome that these people are sending in such great systems, and I really enjoy it. I hope you do as well. And this is the Roulette Master, and have a great day, everybody.